Rob, Duncan, and Graeme from the Autumn Killers. Hi, guys. Welcome.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
How are you all?
Very good.
And nice to see you again, Rob. It's been a while, and you are much less beardy than last time that I saw. Yeah. Are you feeling the cold?
Sorry?
Are you feeling the cold at all?
Oh yeah, very much so. Yeah.
It's a nice bit of insulation, isn't it?
It was a bit of getting used to. I turned up at rehearsal when I first shaved it off, and Graeme told me to go away. And he didn't recognize me. He said, "Who's this stranger at rehearsal?" So I was like,
I hope you sang to him and he realised, that who you were.
Eventually.
Or was that necessary? You were like pass a test, yeah. So,
yeah.
So I hear you've been very busy, boys.
Oh, we have, yeah.
You're writing. So you're writing your second album. So I want to know, what stage are you at with that?
Well, we've written a lot of songs.
Yeah. Good start.
A lot of them are in bits at the moment. They just need to be pieced together as such.
Like a big jigsaw puzzle, is it? A musical jigsaw.
Yeah, we've got the structures for a lot of them, and then it's just chucking all the music and keyboards and stuff at them now and getting it all sorted.
Right. So the music's written, it's being put together. And do you have a potential release date for it yet? Or a name?
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet. It's a while yet.
Sometime next year. I think the difference with this one is Graeme will have probably a lot more input, because when we'd basically written all of the songs before Graeme joined basically last year. But this time he'll have his own input on the record as well, which is great.
We'll have a lot more.
How have you settled in, Graeme? How have you been settling in?
Yeah.
Are they treating you well?
Well,
are they feeding you?
Yes, they are feeding me.
Good.
We give him bits of cheese every now and again.
Well, that sounds ideal. So you released a single, Social Animals. So tell us a bit about that.
Well, a lot of our last album was written about lockdown, because recently it was written over lockdown. So Social Animals was basically about, getting back out and doing stuff, things we couldn't do when we were in lockdown, like, getting out and going to the pub, and that could be for anyone really. Could be for adults, it could be even for kids, like, going to the playground, because when we were in lockdown, they had this thing where the kids couldn't even go out, which was crazy.
That's right.
So it was
everyone can relate to, certainly now.
Yeah, it was about getting back to normal, or some sort of normal, whatever you can call normal.
Whatever normal is, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Do you have
if there is such a thing.
If there is such a thing. I'm told there is, apparently. But I don't know what that is. So do you have more singles to release before the album? Will you be sort of giving us like teasers and that sort of thing? Videos?
Well, I think we're gonna release one or two more. Is it, guys? I think.
Yeah, I think one or two more.
Yeah.
With a sneaky little remix in there.
Ah, remix. This wouldn't be the dance version that I've been hearing about, would it?
That could well be the one.
It could well be that. So tell us about it. So this is a dance version of Dark Side. So that's the title track of of your last album. So tell us.
It's already quite dancey, but it could be dancier.
Yeah, it is a bit. It has definitely got a dance.
Yeah.
Dance feel to it. So what
there's that summer festival vibe. There's that summer festival vibe you could have. Ibiza, hands in the air. So that's going to be worked on. So I've got loads of ideas for that. So going to have a nice dance remix, I reckon.
Yeah.
See if I can get it past the others, see what they think.
Is that for the summer release then? Is that something that you're planning on releasing for the summer, so people can blast it in their cars and
that's the one.
Dance to it. Okay.
Yeah, that's the idea.
That's the idea, right.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about the cover you did of Mad World. So that's the Tears for Fears classic.
Yeah.
Why did you choose that song, and what was the reason for it?
Well, I think with everything going on in the world, it basically summed it up, really, the title.
Yeah.
Go on, sorry, then go on.
I was going to say, we've been through like 2 years of pandemic. The world is in climate crisis. There's homeless people everywhere. There's wars happening. And I think the song just sums up everything that's crazy about this place that's going on at the moment. It just seemed the right
I think
song.
the video as well, the video that Graeme done, basically summed up everything, really. It was superb.
Yeah, he nailed that. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a great video.
And the nice bit at the end was that little bit of hope that we still have. It's not too late. We can still change it.
Yeah, very much so. So you've got a very exciting tour coming up. So this is the Dark Side Autumn Tour, and you're touring with the French glam hard rock band Harsh. So where are you going to be visiting? Where are you playing? How many dates, and why with Harsh?
Well, our manager, Doug Byrne, sorted it out for us. And it's a sort of unusual mix between the two bands, but I think it can work.
Yeah.
You know, we're quite commercial anyway. Although we got elements of dance and stuff and bits and pieces. I think we're quite a commercial band anyway. So to go with a sort of glam rock band, which is quite commercial as well, I think it works really good.
Yeah.
Have you met the guys before from Harsh? They're from Paris, I understand.
Yeah.
Have you been over there for the whole trip to introduce yourself? It'd be a nice little business trip, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
that would be nice. I've sort of spoken to the drummer quite a lot, and he seems pretty mental. So it's going to be quite fun.
They usually are, in my experience. They usually are.
Yeah, drummer, mental. Whoa.
Who knew?
Yeah, exactly.
They do sound like a nice bunch of guys, though. So it should be good fun.
Yeah.
When does the tour begin?
The tour begins on the 3rd of May.
And it runs through to June?
The 26th of, the dates we're doing with them, it runs up to the 26th of May, I think it does.
Yeah.
Okay, so pretty much you're on the road for the whole of May.
Pretty much.
We got a load of gigs in May.
Yeah, we got a couple of others scattered in May as well, because we're supporting a Rammstein tribute band.
I noticed that. Yeah. So tell me about the others. Go on. Who else are you? What other gigs have you got on?
Well, we've got a couple of festivals. We got one festival in May as well called Fly Fest, which is early May. I think that's right bang in the middle of two Harsh gigs, which is like almost literally 3 gigs in a row, I think. So yeah,
you're going to be knackered. How are you going to manage
it? Sorry.
I mean, no offense, but none of us are getting any younger. I mean, it must be exhausting.
I know. Well, Graeme,
I'm glad I don't have your schedule.
We're also playing in London with a Kiss tribute band as well.
Oh wow!
Dress to Kill. So
and
that's basically shoved in the middle of everything else somehow.
So we're in London twice, aren't we, that month as well?
Yeah.
Kingston
Literally.
And Hammersmith. That'll be fun.
Oh
yeah.
Tell me, guys, how do you manage to square this with work? I mean, presumably you've got other jobs outside of music. How do you do it? How are you able to take up so much time in one go like that?
Well, we've sort of done it in a way that we had to. It was quite tricky because Harsh are doing quite a lot of dates, and we literally couldn't do all of them because they're going up to Scotland for 6 days as well, and we literally couldn't do that because of obviously work commitments and stuff. But the ones we've got down here, we've arranged them in a way that they sort of work for us, that we can work as well and still do the gigs. We'll be knackered, but we can still work.
Yeah. And it involves quite a bit more driving as well, because of the way we have to do it.
That must be expensive, especially now.
Yeah, prices have gone up a tad, haven't they?
Actually, thinking about it, I mean, do you think that is going to affect touring bands. The fact that petrol and diesel prices are just sky high.
It's got to have a knock-on effect at some point. It's just going to become so expensive to go any distance to play a gig that it's going to really hinder stuff, I think.
And it's a knock-on effect, really, because if you have an electric car, electric's so expensive now that it's going to be exactly the same.
Only not quite as bad.
Yeah, right. Yeah, not quite as bad.
Not quite as bad, but still.
But still electric's going up in price as well. So
it is. Yeah.
But if we could get an endorsement with Tesla or something like that.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. That's
I'm sure you could afford to give us something.
Yeah. Maybe Tesla could make some sort of van for us that we could all go in.
Yeah.
We could call it the Tesla Tour Bus. The Tesla Tour Bus.
Driving as well, so we can crash out in the back and not have to worry about it. Yeah.
We can have a driverless Tesla bus or something.
Yeah, I think Elon's missing a trick here.
I think we are. Something I noticed about you was your website, because I do like looking at the websites of the bands that I interview, and I really like your website. It's really good. It's very professional looking, and you know what I love about it? This is great. So guys, you can go onto their website, which is theawesomekillers.uk. So it's not .co.uk. It's just theawesomekillers.uk, and you can go there, and it tells you where your nearest gig is. Now, I've never seen this before. I'm guessing it's not unique to you, but you can go there, and you know what happened when I went to that particular page to find out where my nearest gig was? It says the Awesome Killers is not playing near you. It was like, bugger off, we're not coming to where you are. So. It gave me a good giggle, but I know that you've got this all coming up, and people should check out your website and see if you are going to be playing a date near them, because because I think it'd be great. I've seen you live as well, so and that was a few years ago. You've not been going that long. What, maybe 3 years? 3 years this summer, is it?
Well, I think personally, I think the band now is the Autumn Killers. I think Duncan would agree with me that the band then was a bit sort of, it didn't really have any sort of identity.
Yeah.
No, they've changed quite a lot.
I think what you're doing now is embracing the dance side of things a bit more, whereas beforehand you might have been a bit more reluctant to do that, especially coming from Reese, which wasn't dancey at all, was it? It was. No, it was just a standard rock band, really. And I think me and Duncan discussed this over lockdown when we decided to freshen things up and change it completely. And with Duncan's background of dance and synths and stuff like that, I just thought, let him loose, let him do what he does and see what we come up with. And what we come up with was amazing.
I went a bit crazy.
That's all right. You're allowed to go a bit crazy sometimes. I was let out of my little box and I went, no. So we know about your tour. We know about the gigs. Do we know about any festivals this summer? I know about LoveRocks.
Yeah, we got a couple of festivals this year, but to be honest, we haven't got that many because a lot of the festivals are using last year's lineup.
Exactly.
So
we
struggled to get on them, to be honest. But I think next year it'll be better for us festival wise. I think we're hoping to get on a few more festivals than we have this year. LoveRocks is probably the biggest festival we're booked on this year, to be honest.
A lot of them got postponed, so they're still same lineups that were the year before or the year before that. So it's spaces are limited.
Exactly, and I think everyone's finding that issue, aren't they? I mean, the only other thing is that there are some bands that were booked to play at the festivals that now can't do the rearranged dates. So some of the bands are able to get slots that way, whereas they couldn't before. So swings and roundabouts, I suppose. But all being well, next year, especially when you've got your new album out, you'll be able to play a good few festivals and get it out there. So I wish you all the very, very best with the new album, and I'm looking forward to hearing your dance version of Dark Side, dancing along to it. So
it'll be interesting.
Yeah. When the band describe their own music as interesting, then you know you're in for a bit of a surprise. So yeah, so I
think even the new stuff we've started writing is literally pushing the envelope even more.
Okay.
Yeah.
That we did on the album.
Yeah, because we weren't 100% sure how people would take it, were we? And reception's been great. People have really taken it on, so it's like, yeah, let's just go for it. Hell for leather.
I think we sort of did. I think we did sort of hold back a little bit, to be honest, just in case people hated it.
Guys, don't hold back. You write the music for yourself, and people will love it, right?
Yeah,
they will love it.
One thing about this band, compared to bands with I've been in the past, is everyone's on the same hymn sheet, and we're all focused. There's no egos or nothing. It's all it's all like a little family.
Oh, that's sweet. Okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that. That's a lovely note to leave it on. So I look forward to hearing a lot more from you, and lovely speaking to you as always. All the very best, and take care, guys.
Thank you very much.
Lots of love.
Bye.
Bye.
This is rock and roll, burning out to my soul.